like that it was. But after 2010, there is a huge competition among the browsers. They used to release their version with a time frequency of 15 days, 20 days, uh, and in few times they released the new version within days itself, like within 5 days, 1 week also, they release the new version. The problem here is if they update their script engine in the new version of the browser, if something changes, definitely you should change his custom script engine, right? Because he wrote it according to the behavior. There are native API. Hello, Nagarani?
Dave,
Yeah, are you able to hear me now?
I'm able to hear you now, but till now there was a lot of breakage. I'm not sure why.
Okay, okay. Now it's good, right?
Yeah, now it's fine.
Okay, so you didn't listen anything?
Sorry?
So you didn't listen anything about why they moved from RC to WebDriver?
Yeah, you are just explaining regarding the script engine, right? So I was in that one.
Okay, okay. So I will briefly tell you once again. The main reason for it is in Selenium RC they have their own custom script engine. Okay, to perform any action on the browser, they have their own custom script engine. Okay. Hello.
Yes, they continue.
Yeah. So they have their own custom script engine. Uh, in earlier, before 2010 and all, browsers used to update their releases. Uh, browsers browser used to give new version of it with a time frequency of 3 months, 6 months and all. So they are in a position to update their script engine according to the new changes in the browser version. But after 2010, they are releasing their new version with a time frequency of 5 days, 10 days, 12 days, something like that. And these guys are supporting more than 4 browsers: IE, Safari, Chrome, Firefox. So since they are supporting these many browsers, and if they release a new version with a time frequency of 1 week, then daily they need to update their script engine, right? So it's a very difficult task for them to cope up with the changes of the browser. That's when they decided to rely on the native API of the browser instead of making calls to their own script engine. In Selenium WebDriver, what they did means they completely bypassed their own script engine. Okay, they are directly communicating with the browser. They are directly talking with the browser. They are invoking the native API of the browser to automate something on the browser, so that if something changes in the browser, definitely they will take care of it, right? They are directly making call to the browser, so they don't need to update anything from their side. That's why they moved from RC to WebDriver. Is it clear, Kalyan?
Gamer.
You are playing with it. There is a mute all button and there is a mute yourself button. Click on mute yourself button. Don't click on mute all button, because I made you as presenter just to record the session. Don't touch any other button. Okay. So yeah, that's the reason they moved from Selenium RC to Selenium WebDriver. So now I will show you how to install Selenium WebDriver in your machine. So it's not like an exe file. What you're supposed to do is just go to Selenium downloads. Follow my steps. Open the browser and type Selenium downloads. Okay, this link will be open, downloads-selenium. Just open that link in the new tab. Okay, after opening it in the new tab, see, you will find this download version 2.46.0. Always you need to download the latest jar from here. After 1 month, if you wanna do something with Selenium, just come here and check if new version is available, download it, because for the new versions of the browser, if something changes, they will update the jar and they will place it here. So it's always good to download the latest version of Selenium server jar. Okay, every time you need to check that do you have latest jar with your project or not. If you don't have latest jar, it's good to download the latest jar and replace the old one with that. Okay, that's the best practice. Now the latest version is 2.46.jar 46.0. Just click on it, it will download the jar for you. If you all are done with downloading the jar, just say yes, and I will show you what we have to do after that. Everyone download this jar, Selenium server standalone jar. Okay, now running is fine. So cut this jar from the download, and it's good to keep it in some folder. I used to place all my jars in jars folder. So my last, I have 2.42.2. So yeah, I will delete it and I will place 2.42. Tell me once you are done with downloading the jar. I am waiting for Kalyani and Riyaz. So if you both are done, then I will show you how to use it in the class. Oh, Riyaz, did you download it? Is it still downloading? Okay, okay. So yeah, you can download the jar later. So after downloading the jar, follow this step. It is similar like JNet. In JNet, what we did, we downloaded JNet jar and we added to the project, right? Like that, here also, Selenium WebDriver is not like an exe file. It's a simple jar. You just need to download it and add it to the project. If you add it to the project, then Selenium WebDriver installation is done. Okay. How can you add the jar to the project? It is similar for any kind of jar. Okay. You will right click on the project and you will say build path and configure build path. Okay. Here it is already added. I am removing it and yeah, I want to add it one more time. Okay. So you should switch to the libraries tab. Build path, configure build path, and you should switch to the libraries tab. After switching to the libraries tab, you can find a add external jars button. You need to click on this button, add external jar, and choose the jar. Don't keep the jars in downloads folder, because if you delete all download files, no, then you will be in trouble. Okay, it's good to keep them in some jars folder in some location. Okay. I am choosing the jar which is downloaded now. Okay. And I am saying okay. Now the jar is added to the project. Selenium WebDriver installation is done. You just need to download the project. You just need to download the jar from the website, latest jar, place it in some folder, some jars folder, and add it to the project. Add it to your existing project. That's it. Selenium WebDriver installation is done. Now, to launch Chrome, to launch IE, we need to do some setup. I don't want to tell that today. I will tell those concepts tomorrow. Today, I just want to show you how to open a browser using Selenium WebDriver. I will show you how to open a Firefox browser using Selenium WebDriver. Okay, if you guys don't have Chrome Firefox browsers in your machine, install it today. After the session, try to install the browsers, because we will open both the browsers. In later sessions, I will show you, I will run the test cases on both the browsers, Firefox and Chrome, so it's really needed. So I created a new class called launch browser. Okay, I'm adding a main method. So main method is a starting point for any Java program. Okay, if you execute a program, it will start from the main method. So in WebDriver, there is a class called WebDriver. Okay, I'm giving that object name as driver. Here you need to understand one thing. For WebDriver is an interface, there are several implementation classes for it. Okay, I told you, right, in when I was explaining collections, I told you for that there are multiple implementation, hashtag, linked hashtag, reset. Like that, for WebDriver also there are multiple implementation classes. Okay, based on the browser on which you wanna execute the test cases, you will choose the class here. If you wanna open Firefox browser, you need to say new Firefox driver. Okay, if you say new Firefox driver, then Firefox browser will be launched. Okay, if you wanna open Chrome, Google Chrome, there is something called Chrome driver. Okay, if you wanna launch Internet Explorer, there is something called Internet Explorer driver. Based on the browser you want line will do, I will show you. This is known as debug point. So on any line, if you double click, a point will be added like this. This is known as debug point. If you run the program, you cannot understand which lining is doing what. That's why it's good to put a debug point and run it in debug mode instead of run mode. I will show you what is the difference between run mode and debug mode. So if you right click on the program, you will find two things: debug as Java application, run as Java application. Debug as, run as. If you say run, the entire program will be executed. If you say debug as, then it will be stopped at this debug point. Okay. Let me put this at the first line itself. Yeah, I am putting it at 9th line, and I am saying debug as Java application. See this? You will get a green highlighted line like this. That means that program execution is at this point. It didn't execute this line. The program execution is currently at this point. If you run it now, you cannot get it like this. It will run the entire program. Okay, it doesn't stop you in middle. If you have any problems with your code, debugging will help you a lot. What you're supposed to do is, you will get some issue at some line, right? At that line, you need to put the debug point, and you need to say debug Java application. Then it will be stopped at that line. Okay. Now it stopped here, right? See, no Chrome, no Firefox browser is opened. Okay, in my system there is no Firefox browser till now. Let me execute this line. If you want to execute that line, you need to press F6. If you say F6, then the current line will be executed. F6. I am pressing F6. It executed new Firefox driver this command and see what will happen. You got the Firefox browser, right? I didn't open it manually. I just said WebDriver driver equal to new Firefox driver. Now the browser is launched for me. So this is the way to open a browser in Selenium WebDriver. If you just initialize the object, then browser will be launched. And see this, it is not maximized. If you want to maximize manually, you will just click on the maximize button. But how can I maximize it through the program? What I am managing, I am trying to maximize the window. So the command is driver.manage.window.maximize. Don't by heart it, just remember it like this. It is in minimized mode. You are trying to manage the window. How you are trying to manage? By maximizing the window. That's why you need to call driver.manage.window.maximize. Let me run the command one more time. Let me run this program one more time. Okay. Now Firefox browser is there. If I call new Firefox driver, then the browser is launched. Okay. Now the program execution at the 10th line. Okay. First line is executed, so browser is launched. Okay. I told you, right? If you want to execute the current line, what you supposed to do? You need to click on F6 button. I am clicking on F6 button. See this. Before executing that line, it is in minimized mode. Now I clicked on it. See, it is maximized, right? So WebDriver driver equal to new Firefox driver. This line is needed to launch the browser, but it will be launched in minimized mode. If you want to maximize the browser, what is the command? Driver.manage.window.maximize. If you call that, then browser will be maximized. So after opening the browser, what will you do? After opening the browser, you will open some website, right? If I want to test a Facebook, then I will just type facebook.com. If you want to test gmail.com, then I will type Gmail. If you want to test something, some website like Myntra.com or timesofmindia.com, something, whatever the website or product I want to test, that URL I will give it here, right? For now, assume that I just want to verify Myntra.com. So this Myntra.com, I need to, if I want to manually give, I will just place it in, I will place the cursor in address tab and I will type it, right? But how can I enter an URL into the browser using Selenium WebDriver? Okay. The command for that is driver.get. There is something called get. For the get API, get method will accept a string. Here you need to give the URL of the website, URL of the product. If you give some URL for get API, that will be launched in the browser. Okay. Remember it. Driver.get is the command to open some URL. Here in Selenium WebDriver, you need to understand the logic and you need to remember the method names. Okay. So driver.get is the command to open an URL in the browser. Even you forget it, no problem. When you are developing the program, if you forget some command, you can just Google for it. Like this, you need to Google how to browser using Selenium WebDriver. But if you are attending an interview, no, definitely you should remember, you should by heart all these method names. See, I just said how to open an URL. Here I got right, Selenium WebDriver.get URL. Okay. Like this, in suggestions, you can easily find the method name. So when you are developing the program, you don't need to bother about the method names, but if you are attending Selenium interviews, no, definitely you should remember all the names. You should by heart them. Driver.get is the command or the method to open an URL into the browser. So let me execute it one by one. WebDriver driver equal to new Firefox driver. So you launched Firefox. Now I am trying to maximize it. So you maximize this. See this. Now I have an empty screen. Now I am executing driver.get command. See, I said Myntra.com, so it opened Myntra.com for me. Okay, I automated few of the steps, right? Without touching my mouse, by executing this program, I opened the browser and I launched the URL into the browser. So using these three commands, you can open the browser and you can launch any website. Since I give Myntra.com here, it opened Myntra.com. If I want to open Facebook.com, I just need to change the URL here. Whatever the URL I will provide here, that will be opened there. That's it. After opening the URL, you will do lot of stuff. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, we will look into it tomorrow. Today, I just want to show you how to close the browser. After doing all your work, what will you do? After finishing your work, you will close the browser, right? So the command to close it is, you want to close the browser, you just need to say close only. For most of the actions, the method name and the action name are the same. In real time, we will wait for the method name. In real time, what will you do? Close the browser. So the same name they gave for the method. If you call driver.close, then the browser will be closed. Okay. Yeah. So I will show it from here because first two lines they are executing every time, right? So it opened the browser, it maximized it. Now I am saying driver.get. So the URL is open. See this. Now the browser is there. I am not closing it manually. I am not closing the browser manually. I am just executing the command driver.close. See, the browser is closed, right? Here the browser icon is there, that is closed. So if you say driver.close, then the browser will be closed. So that's it for today. I don't want to tell more commands on the first day itself. Okay. Remember these 4 lines of code. Try to write it by your own. I don't share this code with you. Create a new class in the project. After adding the jar, create a new class in the project and use this public static void main string large. So to get this, you just need to say like this. So if you create a class, you will get it like this. Within the class, say main, M-A-I-N, type main and say control space. If you say control space, you will get a main method. Click on it. Then the main method will come. After that, write these 4 lines of code. WebDriver driver equal to new Firefox driver. Then driver dot manage dot driver.get, give some URL, then the URL will be launched and the driver.close. Then the browser will be closed. So if you learn how to open an URL in the browser and if you are in a position to close the browser, that is enough. Okay, try to learn this part for today. If you are confident with this, then we'll go ahead with other stuff tomorrow. Is it clear for everyone?
Dave, one small question.
Yeah.
Like if we doesn't have Firefox and when we call that WebDriver Firefox method, like it will throw any error or will it open any default browser?
Come again, Kalyani. What you are saying? WebDriver equal to?
When we are creating the instance for Firefox driver using WebDriver command, so like if I don't have Firefox in my system, so it will throw error or will it open the default browser?
Are you telling something, Kalyan? Are you telling something, Nagrani? I'm not able to hear you anything.
Hello, Dev.
So, Nagrani, you are saying if you don't have Firefox and if you say new Firefox driver, what will happen?
Yes.
That's it?
Yes.
Then it will definitely throw error.
Yeah, even if we have some several versions, will it open any default version, right?
I didn't get you. Come again?
It's a possibility of having more than one version of Mozilla Firefox, right? In one system.
No. How is it possible? It doesn't allow you, right? You cannot install two versions of Firefox. Did you try it?
No, I didn't try it. I'm just asking, like, is there any?
No, according to me, as far as I know, it doesn't allow you to install multiple versions within single OS. If you try to install latest version, no, definitely it will upgrade the existing one. It doesn't allow you to install multiple.
But
it doesn't like Java. Yeah.
Internet Explorer, we can do it, right?
Maybe I'm not sure, Nagrani. What I'm expecting is it doesn't allow multiple versions. If multiple versions are there, always it points to the latest version. See, if you give Firefox driver, what will they do means they will go to your program file and they will try to open firefox.exe. That's it. Even in run command, if you say Firefox, then how is it opening Firefox browser? it will go to your Firefox, it will go to your program files and it will double click on firefox.exe. Whatever firefox.exe they will find first, that they will open. That's it. If they don't find firefox.exe in your program file, then they will throw the error. That is the behavior. But if you have multiple versions, I'm not pretty sure. Whatever the firefox.exe they will find first, that will be opened. Like that I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's true. I just
Like that
want
they
to
will do, I guess.
confirm.
Yeah. Yeah. If you wanna try, you can try it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Then you will find it, right?
Yep.
And let me know. Whatever you get, just let me know.
Yeah, sure.
I'm also not sure. I didn't try this earlier. So yeah, try this. If you find something, just let me know. Okay. So is there any other doubts? Riyaz, do you have any doubt? Downloading. Try to unmute and talk, man. Chat will take time, I guess. How do we build up? So you're asking how to add the jar to the project? Yeah, you just need to right click on the project. Just right click